Hello everybody, I'm Robert Trusardi, the creator of Farmer Pets and Castles, the NFT game. I'm going to show you how to start playing Farmer Pets on the Wax blockchain via our website, which is farmerpets.com. Now, if you have a Wax wallet, all you need to do is click on Play Now. If you don't have a wallet yet, you can get a Cloud Wallet, Anchor Wallet, or Wombat Wallet by selecting one of these on the website. Now, when you're logged in, you will see the game interface. If you do not have assets, you will have to go buy some assets. You can go to the buy option here in Atomic Hub and find assets that are being sold by other players. This is the Atomic Hub website. It will list for you the different tools in the packs. You can select around, see what people are selling assets for. Now, the really cool thing about Farmer Pets is that you do own your assets, so you can actually trade, buy, and sell them with other players. So you don't necessarily need crypto in order to buy these assets. You can actually go to buy now. So you do have the option to buy assets with your credit card in this area over here. Once you have your assets, you go to stake now by clicking on it. So we are going to go ahead and stake all of our tools, 5 harvesters, 2 mines, and a chain claw. There we go. It says my tools have been successfully staked. Now all of my tools show up here in the game interface under the tools menu. All right, so there are 3 types of resources in the game, and they correspond to 3 different types of tools. So there is the harvester, which claims food, and food is used in 2 of the tools. In order to use a chain claw or a silver mine, you must consume some food. And with the chain claw, it produces wood. So you're consuming some food, and the chain claw is also consuming silver in order to produce that wood. And with the silver mine, it is just consuming food in order to produce silver. So this is kind of the way it works. It's very simple. In order to use a chain claw or silver mine, you have to use your food. You get the food from the food harvester, and then in order to use the to repair the chain claw or the harvester, you need silver. So these tools kind of work together in an ecosystem and symbiosis, and you'll see more about how that works as we go on. You can see now that the harvesters show up with the A land ranking, and the chain claw has the B land ranking, and the mines have the A land ranking. There are 3 different rarities of assets. They are standard crafted tools, they are diamond tools, and they are gold tools. Diamond tools are the best tools. They give you a total of 10% more resources per acclaim, and gold tools give you plus 5%, and the crafted tools, which are the green ones here with the white background, those give you no bonus. They will just give you the standard claims. So lands are a really great mechanic in the game. They allow you to get a discount when claiming with a tool. So we'll give you a discount in food. So if you're using a silver mine or a chain claw, you'll get a discount in food consumption if you're using a land. And the same thing with repairs. If you have tools staked to a land, you will get a discount with repairs on your land. So basically this is very simple. Basically, if you have no land, your tool will not get any repair or food discount. So it is good to have land, because if you have 1 to 4 tools staked to a land, you're going to get a good repair and food use discount. And that's if you have 1 to 4 tools staked. In this example, we'd have 3 harvesters staked. It gives you just a good repair and food use discount. If you have 5 total tools staked to a land, you get the full and best repair and food use discount. So many players use lands because it's the best way to get the most efficiency out of your tools. So here's an example, basically on the leftmost column here for food costs. If you have a silver mine with no land, it's going to cost you 72 food to claim your silver from that silver mine on every use. Now, if you have a rank B land, which is 1 to 4 tools, you're going to get a discount, so it's only going to cost you 50 food to claim from a silver mine, and you times that by whatever number of silver mines you have, and so you can see where it's a really big perk in order to put like 5 tools on land to get the biggest bonus, which in this case will be 44 for food. And you can see silver mine actually doesn't use silver, but the chain claw and the harvester do. And the full bonus there for having 5 tools staked to land is the differences between no land and full having tools fully on the land is 9 silver or 5 silver. So it's a pretty big difference. We made sure that it was really worth your while to get a land and stake everything to that land. We're going to switch over to lands, and we're going to go to stake now, and we're going to stake a silver mine land, and we're going to stake both of our silver mines We only have the two. All right. Now we have the silver mine staked. If we go to edit that silver mine, we see that these two silver mines are staked to this land. It has cooldowns because you cannot remove it after either staking it or using it for a while. So now if we go here to the menu, we'll see that we still have these harvesters, the chain claws, but if we go to the silver mines, we see that silver mines now have the bee on it. So you see, if we go back over here, the harvesters and the chain claws and the chain claw does not have a bee, but the silver mine does. And what this means is that these two silver mines are now rank B because of the land, which means that they are getting the basic bonus for consumption. So let's go ahead and stake our other lands. We're going to stake this chain claw here. Now we're going to stake our harvesters. So we're going to click on the pet food land, the harvester land. Now, if you don't see any tools when you're trying to stake tools to land, it just means that you don't have your tools staked yet. So you have to go back to the tool menu and then stake your tools first. Then they will show up here on the interface. So I'm going to stake these 5 tools to this one pet food land, the most amount of tools that you can stake to land. Now, when you claim, you can either click claim all tools, and that's going to claim all the tools that you have in batches of 20. If you just want to claim something specifically, like food, you can just go here and click claim food, and then you will claim all of the food tools that you have. The same with wood or silver. This comes in very handy if you don't have enough food for, say, your silver mines, but you want to do your silver mines first. In that case, you can just go here and then kind of dictate what you're going to be claiming first. We're going to go ahead, we're just going to claim all of our tools at one time, and then we're going to watch our resources go up. There we go. We have claimed, and we can now see that there is a cooldown. So there's about 23 hours until I can do the next claiming. This is a global timer, so it resets the same time every day for every player sharing the same timer. And then you're going to see that you have these new resources. So you might be wondering, well, what if I want to trade these resources with another player, or if I want to sell them? In that case, you will click on the resource, and you can convert your points that are here on the smart contract to an NFT. And you can decide how you want to do that. Do you want to do that like in a batch of like 1,000 units of pet food? Do you want 3 NFTs? You can select these, and you'll have to pay a very minor mint fee of just 0.12 wax per an NFT. Likewise, if you want to go get assets from outside the game, but you want to import those resources, you then would just switch it to NFT, and then you would switch to amount, and then same thing. You basically can import into the game or export out of the game using this interface from points to NFTs, and then you would just click convert in order to turn those into the NFTs. Just go back to Atomic Hub and you can trade those on the marketplace. Just go into your inventory and then go to sell. So when we claimed these tools, it did consume some food when we used these silver mines, and it did consume some food when we used the chain claw. It also used durability on the harvesters and on the chain claw. So now you can see we have a total of 3 durability, but now we're down to 2 out of 3. And also same thing with the harvesters here. Now when you get to 0, you have to repair in order to claim anything. In order to unstake, you also have to fully repair your tools. Down here, I can go to repair all tools, and this will allow you to repair the tools. Now you can also craft tool packs, which will create a standard tool, or you can craft a land pack, and this is usually very popular. People want lands. They're pretty scarce. So it does cost some resources, and to do that, you just click here, and if you have the amount of wood and the silver that you either have from claiming yourself or buying off the secondary market, you can then click craft now, and that will claim it. The same with the land pack. Very small note, if you want to open a pack, it has to be through the website. You can't do it through Atomic or Nifty Blocks. You have to come here, go to packs, go to open packs, and then usually also have to you also have to claim the packs. So that is where you can open packs up, is over here in the packs area of the menu. Now, the cost to craft packs does increase over time, so make sure you check the white paper and you check with the community to see just how much it costs for a pack right now and how much it's going to cost in the future. We do have some guidelines for how these things go in the white paper. You can go and check that out. But basically, this is what we call our anti-inflationary mechanism, because if you were just to craft a ton of tools forever, well, then basically, the scarcity of the tools will go down. So we increase the scarcity of the tools by increasing the cost to craft them, and we're also going to have the crafting event. So what's going to happen is as basically the price to craft tools and lands gets really super high, we're going to then move into the crafting events where you get to craft pets and accessories, and you get to accessorize their world. The scarcity limited edition NFT is going to be really cool. So some tools and lands are more rare than others. You can see here that food tools are the most abundant at a 50% chance to find a food tool in every pack. The same thing with land. And there's 30% chance to find a wood tool, so it's a bit more scarce. And the most scarce is the silver tool and the silver land at 20% scarcity. At 20% chance to get one out of a pull in a pack. Another game element that has an impact on your earnings is the seasons. So if you check up here in the upper left of the screen, you will see that we have what season it is. It is currently summer, the time that I'm recording this. And summer gives you a plus 5% earnings to your wood. So you'll see that there's a timer here. Each season lasts 14 days, and there are now 2 days, 2 hours, and 24 minutes left in this one. You can also see here, it will tell you, what you're getting for the season. So if we go over to the white paper, we'll see what the impact is here during the season. So during spring, you get plus 5% food tool earnings. In summer, you get plus 5% of a random effect. So just so happened that this random effect happened to be wood. And so there are only the 3 types of resources. So, every year, basically, one of these is going to get the double the amount of earnings for that whole year. And so summer is random. Fall is wood. So you can see where this gets interesting because summer and fall are going to give back-to-back wood tool earnings for particularly when I'm recording this video. So that's always interesting. It'll have an impact on how the game operates between players. And then winter is plus 5% silver tool earnings. And after winter, it then cycles back over and goes back over to spring, back to food tool earnings. So this is something to keep an eye on as the game progresses, and you might want to modify your allocation of tools and lands while the seasons are cycling over. Now I'm going to give you a sneak preview of the future Farmer Pets, because Farmer Pets is actually all about the pets. So what's coming up here is basically these crafting events where you will use the resources and locations to craft pets. And this is something what's going to look like. This is a mock-up, something I threw together to show what it looks like, but you'll have resources and you'll be able to craft pets. Some pets will be elite pets, and people are really going to want those elite pets, but they're going to cost pet power, and they're also going to cost influence. And how you will get pet power and influence is by staking your pets and adding inventory to them, essentially staking items to your pets and making their inventories go up. That will give you more influence. It will give you more pet power. Now, the really cool thing about the pets is that they are deflationary. So when you stake them and their items, they can't be removed. So this is part of the deflationary mechanism. But if you want the rare pets, you're going to have to stake your pets. So this is kind of like the really cool part of the mechanisms. If you want to get the rare pets, you're going to have to use them. The rare pets later will also need elite pets as part of an ingredient. So in this case, if you have this Marcos pet here, let's say about 1,000 Marcos pets are crafted, well then some of those are going to be used in like maybe let's say like a Rottweiler with the top hat, and his name is Choco, right? So let's say you want to get Choco, well then you're going to have to sacrifice a Marcos in order to create a Choco. And so if you want to get your whole checklist filled and collect everything, there are going to be people who need to essentially sacrifice some pets to burn new ones, but these pets only show up once ever during these crafting events. So this is part of our limited edition scarcity thing where we want to make sure that there are these elite pets and they feel really special, and there are people who want to collect them, and over time, these pets are going to decrease because there's only going to be one crafting event for them. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. You'll be able to build your pet worlds and give them dog houses and pet friends and human friends and things like that. So this is going to be a huge part of the game coming forward. We are looking into doing these referral systems so that you can invite your friends and get perks for inviting them to the crafting events. I'm going to cycle over, so maybe every 2 weeks or so. Maybe there's a break. We're not sure. We're going to see yet, but this is really exciting. There hasn't been anything quite like this in blockchain game or wax that I know of, so we're currently building the system for this. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Play Farmer Pets. Go to our Discord and feel free to ask us any questions. We love to see new players. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.